Be me, 22, just finished college. Gender studies minor because my ex guilted me into it. Living with 3 roommates in a cheap apartment. One of them is Karen. Not her real name, but close enough. She has a blog called Dismantling the Patriarchy One Brunch at a Time. She has never paid rent on time once. Other 2 roommates are Marcus and Dev, normal guys. We play video games and argue about football. Karen says our hobby space is aggressively masculine. It is a second-hand couch and a television. First week goes fine. Second week, Karen puts a chore chart on the fridge. COLOR coded, laminated. She assigned herself emotional labor coordinator. That is not a chore. Ask what emotional labor coordinator actually does. She sighs deeply, like I asked her to explain the universe. It means I manage the household energy. Marcus mouths, what does that mean behind her back? I do not know, Marcus. I do not know. Weeks pass. Karen starts leaving feminist theory books on the shared kitchen table. Passive-aggressive placement. Right next to the toaster. You cannot make toast without seeing Simone de Beauvoir staring at you. One morning, she catches me reading the back cover. She lights up like a Christmas tree. I knew you were ready for this conversation. I was just waiting for my bread to brown. She sits down, full TED Talk mode. Explains the social construction of gender for 40 minutes. My toast goes cold. I nod a lot. She takes this as agreement. She tells her blog readers she converted a chauvinist. I just wanted breakfast. Meanwhile, the actual dishes are not being done. There is a tower of plates in the sink. I point this out. That is a very male way to prioritize tasks. The dishes have been there for 6 days, Karen. Dev snaps first, mild-mannered guy, works in IT. Comes home one evening and the sink is full, quietly washes every dish himself. Karen writes a blog post about how men only do domestic work to gain power. Dev reads it. Dev moves out 2 months later. Now it is just me, Marcus, and Karen. Rent goes up. Karen proposes we split it equally. Fine. Except she then asks me and Marcus to cover her portion just this month. I am between opportunities right now. She has been between opportunities for 4 months. Marcus and I pay her rent. She buys a new bookshelf for the feminist theory books. The bookshelf is very nice, actually. I am still annoyed. Start noticing a pattern. Karen talks a lot about equality. Karen also never takes the bins out. I bring this up once. Trash duty is historically assigned to men as a way to make them feel necessary. Karen, the trash just needs to go out. It does not care about its historical context. Her boyfriend starts coming around. Guy named Trent, tall, wears linen shirts, works in content strategy, whatever that means. Karen introduces him as her partner in dismantling systems. Trent nods like a dashboard bobblehead. Trent starts staying over. Fine, except Trent eats our food. Entire block of cheese. Gone. Half a box of pasta. Gone. I label my stuff in the fridge. Karen says food labeling is a capitalist instinct. My labeled yogurt disappears. Bring it up directly. Trent is a guest and guests should not be eating labeled food. Karen looks at me like I just proposed something obscene. You are being territorial, Karen. That is my yogurt. I bought that yogurt. It had my name on it. Marcus and I have a house meeting. Karen brings Trent to the house meeting. He was not invited. He sits there nodding at everything. Karen says, I feel like I'm losing my mind. We make a new agreement. Groceries are shared only if bought together. Personal items are labeled and off limits. Chores are divided by rotation, not by energy coordination. Karen signs it. Trent witnesses it. Karen ignores it within a week. Find her using my shampoo. It is expensive shampoo. I bought it because I have dry scalp. It is a medical situation. I thought we were moving past personal ownership in shared spaces. Karen, we literally signed a document. Start keeping my toiletries in my room. Karen tells her blog readers about a roommate who hoards resources as a dominance display. I am just protecting my shampoo, Karen. Months pass. Tension builds slowly, like a slow puncture. You know something is wrong, but you keep driving? Marcus gets a girlfriend. She is great. Quiet. Brings homemade food sometimes. Karen immediately decides she does not like her. She is performing femininity for male approval. She brought over dumplings, Karen. They were very good dumplings. Nobody asked for a critique. Karen starts leaving reading material outside Marcus's door. Printed articles, highlighted. Marcus starts eating dinner in his room. I do not blame him. One evening, Karen hosts a meeting. Calls it a consciousness-raising circle, invites her friends from the blog. They take over the living room. I come home to 7 people I do not know sitting on my couch discussing male gaze. I just wanted to watch football. Ask politely if this was mentioned in advance. Spaces should be open to liberation by default. Karen, we have one shared couch. I sat on the floor in my own apartment. Things come to a head over something small. They always do. It is never the big stuff. It is always the small stuff. The bathroom schedule. We have one bathroom, 3 people. We worked out a morning rotation months ago. It works fine. Karen starts breaking it. Takes hour-long showers. I am late to work twice. 3rd time I knock on the door. She comes out 20 minutes later. I needed processing time. Karen, I need to brush my teeth. I'm going to be fired. I do not say that last part out loud. I send her a message about the shower schedule. Polite, firm. Reference the agreement we made. She screenshots it and posts it on her blog. Male roommate uses written contracts to control women's time. I have 40 responses in her comments calling me a micromanager. One guy says I am exhibiting coercive control. Over a shower schedule, Marcus reads the post. Marcus laughs for a long time. It does not feel funny to me, but eventually I laugh too. Because what else do you do? Sit down with Karen that evening, no agenda, just talking. Ask her genuinely why she thinks I am being controlling. She pauses. Actually pauses like she was not expecting a real question. She talks for a while about her dad, about a previous relationship, about feeling unheard in shared spaces. I listen, actually listen. Not just nodding. I tell her I hear that. But I also tell her that signing an agreement and then ignoring it is not liberation. It is just inconsideration. She gets quiet. Tell her that calling every inconvenience a patriarchal act makes it harder to spot the real ones. She does not respond, but she does not walk away either. We sit there for a while, quiet. The kind of quiet that is not uncomfortable. Next morning the dishes are done, not by me. She does not say anything about it. I do not say anything about it. Shower schedule holds for 2 weeks, then 3. Trent stops coming around as much. Karen is quieter overall, less performative, more present somehow. Marcus notices? What did you say to her? I just asked a question. What question? A real one. Things are not perfect. The cheese situation remains unresolved. I still keep my shampoo in my room. The blog still exists. But Karen fixes the leaky kitchen tap one afternoon. I did not ask her to. She does not blog about it. She just fixes it. Come home one day to find her and Marcus's girlfriend making dumplings together. Karen is laughing, actual laughing. Not the kind you do to signal ideological alignment. Just laughing. Sit down at the table. They make me fold some dough. I'm bad at it. Nobody blogs about it. Think about all of it later. About how Karen genuinely believed everything she said. About how some of it was real and some of it was a shield. And how those two things can both be true at once. Think about how I was not perfect either. There were times I dismissed her, times I rolled my eyes instead of asking why. Times I assumed she was just being difficult. Easy to spot the performance, harder to ask what is underneath it. We all move out eventually. Different jobs, different cities, lose touch with Marcus. Karen sends me an article once. No message, just the link. It is actually a pretty good article. I do not tell her that. But I read the whole thing. Be me now, 26, new apartment, new roommates. One of them already has opinions about the dish rack placement. Here we go again.